Welcome to the VCU-ACE From Breakfast to Bedtime video series. Families often struggle with understanding the importance of daily routines and understanding the sheer amount of learning that happens throughout regular, everyday routines. In this video, we'll help families understand what their young child is learning through cleanup routines. Cleaning is a part of everyday life for all of us, even young children. While many of us might see cleanup routines as simply a chore to check off our to-do list, young children actually learn a lot from these activities. Let's break down what happens during cleanup routines and see what we find. First and foremost, when it's time to clean up, children must stop what they are doing. This is sometimes easier said than done for many children. After all, a child might be engaged in an activity they really enjoy and must suddenly stop doing that activity. Then they must turn their attention to the new task of cleaning, something they may not really enjoy. Learning to transition from a preferred activity to a non-preferred activity is a part of growing up, and every child learns from this experience. Transitioning to different tasks also helps a child with regulation. Most of us do not engage in just one activity all day long. There are many different transitions that occur as part of our daily routines, and these transitions help us regulate our bodies and our minds. Transitioning from playing to cleaning to eating to playing again helps a child learn how to handle change, learn how to handle emotions, and learn how to shift their attention. These are all critical skills that a child will use for a lifetime. While transitioning might sound very simple, this is a complex skill that can take time and practice to develop. Transitioning from playing with toys to cleaning up for dinner at home will help children when they get to preschool. The preschool day is filled with many starts and stops and with many opportunities to clean up in between. The lessons children learn from home can carry over to the classroom. Once a child and caregiver are engaged in the cleanup process, there are many opportunities for a child to practice imitation. Imitation is an important skill that a child will use at home, but also at school as they learn pre-academic and academic skills. While some children might automatically imitate a parent or caregiver during cleaning activities, there are also many different opportunities for families to say, "Let me show you how to do this," as they model different skills. It's also important to understand that cleanup routines help convey certain expectations. For example, a common family rule is that everyone helps clean the table off after meals. A young child learns what these experiences are, imitates family members, and over time learns to independently follow through with the rule after every meal. Encouraging a child to participate in family routines like cleaning up helps instill a sense of belonging in children, instills a sense of contribution, and instills a sense of responsibility and that everyone plays a part in helping. Okay, but you might be thinking, surely that's all a child learns during cleanup routines. There can't be much more to it than that, right? Actually, there's a lot more learning that takes place. First, children learn critical cognitive skills like visually being able to discriminate an item based on its appearance and characteristics. This helps a child learn that cars are different from blocks and blocks are different from dolls. When a child can visually pick out differences or similarities between items, they can then move towards sorting and matching items into different categories. This kind of visual discrimination certainly helps with cleaning and picking up, but is a foundational skill that children will use later as they learn to read. As children learn to discriminate appearance and characteristics, they also learn to understand the purpose and function of different items in the environment. Parents and caregivers can label items as they pick each one up. While cleaning, young children learn which items are toys, which items are clothes, which items are blankets, and which items are cups and plates. When a child learns the purpose of different items, they can begin to classify items and categorize them based off their function. A child learns that the toys on the floor include cars and blocks and dolls, and each one might be stored in a different spot. They also learn that cups and plates are for eating and drinking, and those belong in the kitchen when put away. Being able to categorize items based on their use and where they are stored is very important when children move to the preschool classroom. Parents and caregivers can also support what children learn by talking about the appearance and characteristics of different items in the environment as they clean up. Parents can talk about colors of objects, use descriptive words to describe shapes, such as round or square, include adjectives like bumpy, bright, tiny, and shiny, or count out blocks as they model putting them into the toy box. A parent might model counting by saying, "I see 3 cars on the table," and then counting those cars out as the child drops them into a toy box. 1, 2, and 3. Caregivers can also ask questions about items and allow children to practice answering as they clean up too. An example might include, "Can you find all the green Legos?" Children also learn a number of prepositions as they participate in cleanup routines. Parents can model language such as put all the dirty clothes in the hamper as they toss shirts and pants into the bin. Or parents might sort laundry by colors and ask the child to put their white shirts on top of the washer. Children learn how some toys go under the bed or how to clean around the couch. Learning these words will come in handy when they get to preschool. Children also learn how to follow sequences and directions while participating in cleanup routines. Parents can model the language of sequences by using words like first, next, and last. Caregivers might start with a simple one-step direction like put your blocks in the toy box, and they might later progress to two-step directions such as put your toys away and bring me your dirty laundry. Cleanup routines also offer many opportunities to practice fine and gross motor skills. Picking up items of different shapes and size requires a different grasp each time. Pushing a laundry basket to the hallway and pulling sheets off the bed exercises a variety of different muscles. Cleanup routines offer chances to balance, bend over, jump up, or even make large circular motions while dusting. It's really quite a workout for young children. Because cleaning up is hard work and it doesn't always make sense to children, some children may get frustrated or mad. This is a great time to model managing emotions and asking for help. Parents can respond by saying, "It looks like you are upset. Do you need help?" For children who aren't speaking yet, parents and caregivers can model different forms of communication, such as modeling the sign for help, pointing to a picture that represents help, or even pushing a button on a device that says, "I need help." While parents and caregivers engage children in cleanup routines, they often sing silly songs or play games that help pass the time and encourage participation. I can still remember singing the song "Clean Up, Clean Up, Everybody Everywhere" to my children when they were young. Of course, my husband always liked to make up his own silly cleanup songs, and they always made our children laugh and enjoy such a mundane task. As you can see, young children learn a lot from these daily cleanup routines. Some tips include: use a timer. When the time comes to transition from playing to cleaning up, use a timer that shows the child they have 5 minutes left. This gives the child a chance to prepare for stopping a preferred activity and shifting their attention to something else. Use a first-then schedule with some children who are struggling with motivation and participation. A first-then schedule helps the child see that while they first must do something they may not really enjoy, like cleaning up, when they are done, then they get access to an activity that they do really like. Use visual supports to show a child the sequences for cleaning up or to help them understand where items are sorted and stored. For example, if blocks go in one box and dolls go in another, you can put a picture on the front of each box to help the child sort more easily. For more information about what children learn through routines, check out all the other videos in our From Breakfast to Bedtime series at www.vcuautismcenter.org/earlychildhood.